Hi, Devin.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How is the tour going here?
It's a little early to tell, but I guess it's the third show today, and it seems to be good. We had some problems with sound and things like that in the beginning, but business as usual.
Great. So I know I asked you before, but I just want to tell my readers how well you're familiar with Paradise Lost and Catatonia.
How well am I familiar with them?
Yes.
I'm pretty familiar with them. I mean, I've known of Paradise Lost obviously for many years, and I think I even sang on one of their records somewhere along the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know. Symbol of Life?
Oh,
yeah.
Great.
And then Catatonia I'm relatively new to, but they're very good.
Yeah, I'm also new to Catatonia, yeah. So I know that this month you're going to release a new record, Epic Cloud. So it's on September 18, right? Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about the record?
Well, what can I say about Epic Cloud? It's my 15th solo record and 25th record that I've done, right? It's not a lot like either Catatonia or Paradise Lost, I can tell you that. But for what it is, I think it's really good. It's exactly what I wanted to say, and I think it's a good summary of what I've been doing for the past 5 years, I guess.
So I know that you produce by yourself all your records, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that any reason that you're doing by yourself, or you just prefer not to work with any other producers? Is it easier for you?
Well, I don't know if it's easier, but I mean, it's financially better. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like what we have to spend on records is typically not very much. So doing it myself allows me to have it completed in the way that I feel it needs to be represented. And, you know, if I ever had enough money to hire some big producer, perhaps that would be an interesting turn, right? But up to this point, it hasn't had that as an option, so I just do it for the sake of finances initially, but then after many years of doing it, I found that I have techniques that allow me to get from the beginning to end in a way that I don't even know if anybody else would have the ability to do now, right?
Yeah.
So,
great. I was listening to your one of your last records, Deconstruction and Ghost. I really liked it, you know, and I really liked it, and I also noticed that you have it released on vinyl.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna have it very soon. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a review on my blog and gonna show the record to my readers. Yeah, so I just was watching one of your interviews where you mentioned that you had some kind of fear to play heavy music, and with the Deconstruction album you just released yourself from that fear, and so no fear anymore, right?
no, I think that the fear of making heavy music was purged with Deconstruction, and then I think I had a fear of making commercial music, and I think I purged that with Epic Cloud, so who knows what's next, right? Maybe country music.
Right. So this new album, Epic Cloud, I know the previous one you said that you actually put some old material on the records that you composed before even you started this project, right? Mm-hmm. So this new record, it will be the new material or also some old material?
The majority of Epic Cloud is new material. Mm-hmm. In fact, I had originally wanted to make a record that wasn't Epic Cloud. I've been working on this sort of symphonic thing, this project I've been working on for several years now, and slowly piecing it together. And after Deconstruction Ghost, I was pretty convinced that that was going to be my next move. But when I sat down and started writing it, I found that more than anything, I was compelled to write music like the Epic Cloud stuff. Mm-hmm. And then after 4 or 5 demos of that, it started becoming clear to me that that's the direction that was coming naturally. And if there's anything that I've done throughout this career of mine is to follow those impulses. So if I'm compelled to make a certain type of music, regardless of whether or not it's a good move,
Yeah.
I feel that at least it's going to be honest, and whoever listens to what I do, I hope they can pick that out of it at least, right?
Right. So I know that something has changed in your life, and you keep the sober way of life now. So you don't drink, don't smoke, or I don't know. Try not to.
Oh, I don't.
So is it? I know that some people use some dopings to create the music. Now you don't use it. So is it? Does it affect your creativity or productivity somehow?
Well, I think it's a six of one, half dozen of another, right? The main reasons that I quit drinking and smoking and drugs and all that is just because it ceased to work for me. There's a lot of people that are older than me even and are able to continue that lifestyle, and it doesn't cause them paranoia or stress.
Right.
And for me, when that started happening, which it did, it just was no longer fun. I found I was wasting more time just trying to not be paranoid than just getting rid of it out of my system, right? So I think in terms of the creative aspects of it, creating with drugs or alcohol is gratifying in some ways. In a lot of ways, for example, you know, I might get to a certain time at night where I was tired, and then I'd have a drink or I'd have a smoke, and I'd be kind of up again, right? Now, you know, 9:30 at night comes and I'm out, right? So there's that. However, my ability to finish things is really good now, whereas before I might get hung up on the chorus, or the process might be fascinating for me and I would stop there. Now I very consciously just get it finished, right? And in that sense, my productivity has increased tenfold, I would imagine. You know, it's there's not a lot of pressure release, I have to say. You know, to sort of take the edge off of life. It's, you know, not having a glass of wine as an option is it tends to be frustrating, but you get over it, right?
Yeah. So you started to play music at age 5, right? So you took the banjo and started to play.
Yeah, banjo and piano, I guess.
Why banjo?
It was the instrument that was kicking around the house. You know, my father had this old frameless banjo, strangely enough, and Christmas time would come and the family would all sing and what have you, and I really liked the Monkees and all the stuff that you like as a kid, and it was the only thing that kind of looked like a guitar that was in the house. So I can't say I ever learned how to play banjo, because it wasn't long after that the family had a guitar of some sort kicking around. But yeah, I'd say between banjo and plunking away at the piano, that's how it started.
Great. You know, I know you have a very busy life. So when you have free time, you listen to the music, right?
When I listen, in my free time, I tend to listen to what I'm working on. I don't listen to much. I mean, how old are you?
39 almost.
Right. I'm 40, right? So it's like, I get to a point now where when I do have time off, which is very rare, I usually don't want to hear anything, to be honest. You know, maybe some ambient stuff or some very soft things in the background, but I certainly don't crave that level of violent volume that I once did. You know, I think it probably has a lot to do with getting older, but it's also to do with the fact that my whole life is pretty loud, right?
Yeah, but if, for example, if you listen to the music, so you still prefer all the formats like vinyl records or digital formats like CDs, MP3?
It doesn't really bother me. I'm not an audiophile in that sense. I find vinyl, I don't have any vinyl. It strikes me as being something that would take more effort than I have patience for at this point, like to put it on there. And you know, I usually have MP3s or CDs or something, but again, I don't have a great home stereo. I don't have a good stereo in my car. I mean, music for me is more of an internal process than something that I have too much invested in terms of systems or formats. It's whatever works.
So when you look back on your career, is there anything that you would like to change right now, or you wish it would not even happen?
No.
So I know you made a project with the ex-Metallica bassist Jason Newsted, and it was pretty short collaboration, right?
Yeah.
So why you didn't continue, guys, together?
Well, I think just where we're situated was an issue. You know, he's in San Francisco and I was in Vancouver, so getting back and forth is not like just getting in the car, right?
Right.
But, you know, sometimes people find things in each other that you know, you have a relationship that lasts for a long time, and other times it's a short period, right? And I think that's what it was with Jason. I really like him. I thought he was a good person, but
yeah, I agree.
We didn't really keep in touch.
Well, I very appreciate your time, and I really had pleasure to talk to you today. And I wish you a great tour, and I want to see you very soon on stage.
Thank you, man. You will.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy, and good luck with your website, man.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.